Saavedra is 4. Okay, 5. Is it 0? Okay, thank you. Thank you. 8, 9. Yeah, thank you. Salazar. The junior varsity game here at Grossmont between the Foothillers and Patrick Henry Patriots. Patriots are in green, going from right to left, and the Foothillers are going from left to right. Let's get the lineups for both teams. The keeper for Patrick Henry is Megan Hashbrook. Number 2, Maddie Neighbors. 3, Rachel Timmons. 4, Carly Saavedra. 6, Meg Holmes. 7, Ashley Schindler. 8, Veronica Smith. 9, Malia Ferreira. 11, Isaria Salazar. 12, Kaden Simlo. 13, Gianna May. 14, Malia Draft. And shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present, we're underway. 15 is Jennifer Pineda. 17 is Claire Handler. 19 is Allison Dermody. 20 is Abby Filson. 22 is Eden Millar. And 25 is Jasmine Lawson. And that's the lineup for the Patrick Henry junior varsity team, head coached by Gary Trask and Steve Hashbrook, assistant coach. For the Foothillers, playing at home here, start off the new year. At keeper is Mia Vega Zavala. Number 1 is Chance York. Hannah Kay is 2. Danielle Dees is 3. LaDeja Toll is 4. Toya Payan, 5. Kaya Marino, 6. Grace Huntsman, 7. Monzarella Zamora Herrera is 8. Charlotte Capo is 9. 10. Of course, is Mia, the keeper. Josie Wolfing is 11. 13, Savannah Everett. 14 is Olivia Brannon. 15 is Olivia Hunter. 16, Galena Hernandez. Mylin Masso, 17. 18, Carly Starkey. And 21 is Savannah Baird. Chance York. Down to Central to Hunter. And that ball will be saved. And they get a shot. First one of the match for either team. Grossmont sending an early ball. Two shots already for the Foothillers. The back. It's Patrick Henry now. Meg Holmes starting that attack, and it goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Mia down to Central. Intercepted. Ferreira on it. To the near side. As they keep possession. Ferreira again. Upfield. Down to Central by Chance York. They're trying to get another strike onto it, but able to get to it to the Foothillers. Sending it upfield, but again in their own defensive half. And now they get it to midfield. Timmons couldn't do anything with it, and now here's Neighbors. And it's sent out of play. So the Foothillers at just about midfield will throw it in a 0-0 match. Sit back and enjoy this one. from Jack Mashin Stadium. The JV team, Grossmont Foothillers, getting started here in the second half. Or I should say you could say the second half of the season. The first game of 2018. Really, that second half of the season is going to be a non-league play. Run up the field. Not successful for Patrick Henry. Zavala. Off of a bounce. Ferreira. Filson. Timmons intercepted. Neighbors trying to track it down. It's out of play. Throw in from the far side touchline. Rachel Timmons will throw it in. Back to Maddie Neighbors. Off the cleat of Holmes. They run to try to continue possession and can't do it, as the Foothillers will throw it in. Foothillers in the attacking third now, trying to continue on. Touched out by the Patriots. .50-50 ball. Chance York. Patrick Henry, they give it away though. Hernandez. Midfield, and it's going to work against Patrick Henry, so it's going to be a free kick now. Intercepted by the Patriots. And Holmes. And now foul. Goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Throw-in by the Foothillers. Hopefully you've had a very good start to 2018. First day of action for the varsity and the JV in 2018. Here on this Friday night. Meg Holmes sending a drive down the right flank, but not able to connect. Throw in from the deep back. The Foothillers. Intercepted by Patrick Henry into space, but they couldn't go any further. However, they'll have the throw in. In the attacking third for Patrick Henry. And it's 0-0 affair so far in the first half. Greg G.K. Porter calling the action for you with George Langevin, the videographer of many decades, on the camera. The stadium view. Coming over to the penalty area and a shot, and Zavala is able to make the save. Second shot for Patrick Henry in the match. Josie Wolfing heading that one out of play. Caden Simlow to throw in. Into some space. They get a striker to run onto it. Chance York is there, though. She is really tough back there as defensively for this JV team. Zavala. It was touched out by Patrick Henry. Upfield. Trying to work out. And it goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for the Foothillers. York in some space, driven out by Patrick Henry. Mylin Mossel will throw it in. Mossel. Dees. Wolfing. Zavala. The keeper. Somewhat intercepted, but running onto it. That time was Herrera. Herrera again. Gets it forward to Wolfing. Josie down the near side for Olivia Hunter, the speedy one. And a touchdown by Caden Simlow. Olivia Hunter has been very dangerous for a lot of these teams against Foothillers, trying to continue to feature her opportunities. Put one into the back of the net. In this one. And here she is now. Hunter now touches it and goes off the keeper to goal! Go, 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 go! Olivia Hunter gets another goal on the season. 1-0. Grossmont JV. Ferreira. Now the chance for Grossmont is to try and, or the challenge I should say, is to try and see if they would not be tied up like their counterparts on a varsity team and try and win this match. But whenever they score first, it has been a good thing for them this season. Here's Hunter to the near side for her teammate. High on, back to Hunter. Back upfield, Herrera. Wolfing. Intercepted. Payan. Herrera. It goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in now. Monserrat will throw it in. Off of Payan. Not able to win it. And now they're going to put some speed on a defender. And that is Savannah Baird. Has to try to chase her down now. Baird, will she get back there? And it goes off of Baird's cleat. And it's going to be a corner kick. So the first corner of the match for either team. It was in a short box. It headed out. It headed up forward again. And York drives it. Looking for Hunter. Didn't quite get there. Olivia has it now. And crosses it down to Central. And they were offside. Galena Hernandez and Olivia Hunter doing a fine job of getting to the soccer ball after it was driven out of the penalty area and getting things going upfield. Just not able to be marked up with the defenders. And they were offsides. But here's Olivia Hunter now. Payan trying to get it sent forward, and nicely done that time into space. Yeah, that was Hernandez. Not able to get Hunter to run onto it. It had too much pace on it. It turned out to be a shot. Third one. Patrick Henry, their collection up the field and driven out of play. Meg Holmes was trying to get that ball to winger, and that did not happen. Wolfing comes out. Hannah Kay into the match. First time. Into space, Hernandez wins it, but sends it out of play. Elena just stepping into the space there. Wholesale substitutions now. And now LaDeja Toll will come into the play. As Hunter gets a rest. LaDeja playing up forward and can play keeper, backup keeper. Chance York. Hernandez couldn't get to it. Instead, here's Handler. Trying to sneak up there into space is Patrick Henry. Getting there to it was Masso. And he got a shot, and Zavala saves it. Patriots getting their third shot. Second on target. Now they're equal with Grossmont. One 0 Grossmont leads. On a goal by Olivia Hunter. Ball out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Into space. Won by the Patrick Henry Patriots. Toward the attacking third, but not able to keep it in. On Terrell throwing it in. And forward by Payan. Heads it over to Galena Hernandez. Give away by Payan. Handler. Here's Claire Handler now. And that will go past the byline, and it'll be a goal kick. Getting to about the halfway mark of the first half. Olivia Hunter's back into the match after the rest. Zavala. Kay runs onto it. Taken away from her. Regained back by Grossmont. High on. York. Toll. Yeah, wide side at Masso. Toll now. Is out of play first. The throw in for the Patriots. Trying to head towards the attacking third, down by a goal. They'll get another chance to throw it in, gain some real estate down the right flank. They throw it into some space now, trying to get a strike. And it goes past the goal line. Goal kick. Off of a bounce, Kay can't get to it. Swatting it. That time was Salazar, but finally winning it, sending it into the area now. And they have a big chance here, and it is sent over to the deep defender, but they still have the danger area on the Foothillers and not able to get a strike down to Central. And Tall sends that ball out of play. Just couldn't get anybody to strike the soccer ball. Make contact right there in front of Mia Vega Zavala. And their early ball, Olivia Hunter, who just came back in. Waiting for a mistake back there in the central defender. She didn't make one. Getting it out wide. Tall. Kay on the soccer ball. The near side, Hannah Kay. Looking for Hunter. Herrera. Payan. York. Hernandez. Just couldn't get it over to Hunter. Masso. Off of defender there, Salazar. Tall. Kay. Near side. Off of a bounce. Trying to get another strike. That's Hunter. Takes a shot. And Kay sends it just off the far post. As the keeper coming out. Off her line. Gianna May. Freshman putting a presence that time coming off her line. Able to save her team being down 2-0. Didn't get to Kay, and it'll go out of play. It was lastly touched out by Draft. The miss by Payan. Hernandez went by it as well. Nice intercept by Grossmont, but not able to get anybody to connect on the other side. Substitution of at least one player for Patrick Henry. Olivia Brannan's in the match for Grossmont. Jasmine Lawson's in the match now for the green and white. Patrick Henry. And another shot for the Foothillers. Down to central, Hunter now, and it is deflected to the near side. Decay, and it goes out of play. But it'll be a corner kick. Last touched out by Patrick Henry. Chance York is going to take it. York gets a lot of air under the ball. It meets a Patrick Henry player, and then another one upfield. Grossmont winning it. Down to central. Another intercept down to central by Patrick Henry. There's Paya. That was actually Moreno in his space, and it results as she sent it forward, and they're going to get a free kick. And Chance York is going to take it. York. Pretty good bounce, but just couldn't get her teammate Hunter to catch up to it. Nevertheless, 5 shots now in the match for the all-white of Grossmont. Hernandez, who drew it back to York. Brannon could not catch up to the soccer ball. Sent out of play, but they'll have the throw-in. Masso will throw it in. Hernandez not able to retrieve it into space. And intercepting is Lawson. And an early ball. Moreno strikes it back to Zavala. And Zavala wings it down to central. And Montserrat could not keep it in. So there'll be a throw-in. Lawson throws it in for Patrick Henry. Into the area now. They want to get another strike. Upfield. Good pass that time to Ferreira. Down at central, but here's York. Gets it to Brannon. Back to York. Hernandez. Intercepted. Ferreira. Up forward. The handler. The next pass was intercepted. To get another ball. Espineda. Intercepted. Touch there by Hunter. Won by Patrick Henry. Nicely done by Neighbors. Up forward. Whizzes by one Patrick Henry player, and they can't get that second chance at it. However, they get the next ball, and that's Ferreira, and it goes past the far post. One 0. Grossmont leading here in the first half. Maybe about 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Josie Wolfing back into the contest. And if I missed a player, I'll mention her as she touches that soccer ball out there on the pitch. Meg Holmes on the intercept for Patrick Henry, but getting it back is Hernandez. And then a giveaway. Then a retrieval by Grossmont. They send it up towards midfield, but it's picked off by Patrick Henry. As they work up down the right flank now. An early ball down to Central. Zavala can't get to it now. And finally gets it as she tried to turn back. And Zavala was right there and able to pounce on a soccer ball. A fortune that time for the Foothillers. Down the right flank for Patrick Henry. They have possession with Gianna May. May sends the ball towards the Central, intercepted. Dees. May gets to it again. Off of the cleat of Kaya Moreno. And they still are working with it down the right flank. Trying to get another strike, and they cannot as it goes past the byline, and it is off of their cleat. Down to Central. Intercepted. Lawson. Lawson now still on a soccer ball. Lawson cuts it inside. Lawson for another ball and cannot get it that time. Good work by Jasmine Lawson on the left flank. Just couldn't get that second ball to try to put it into the back of the net. But they'll get a corner kick out of it. It's their second corner kick in a match. They're down 1-0. Patriots. Patrick Henry. Outswinger trying to get somebody to... they do get a strike, but they will send it past the byline. Not anywhere near Zavala. So it'll be a goal kick. Carly Starkey's into the match now for Grossmont. In this 1-0 affair as we wind down towards halftime. Grossmont Foothillers with the lead. On a goal by Olivia Hunter. Zavala, the keeper. Off of a bounce. Looking for Dees. Dees has it. Danielle Dees now dribbling and losing it. Goes back to retrieve it. Can't get it. Patriots have it. Trying to keep it in that time was Gianna May. Couldn't do it. And they throw it past her, the Foothillers. Trying to keep possession. Patriots winning it now. With Pineda out to the wide side. Too much pace on it that time for Gianna May to get to it. Throw in out of their own deep third. Foothillers. York was trying to get to a Connaught. Patrick Henry winning the soccer ball. They've got it in the Central. Malia Draft now sends the ball forward. Trying to turn that time was Salazar, but couldn't do it. And now here's the Foothillers. Dees drops it back. Moreno, her pass intercepted. Nice move by Izaria. Salazar. Salazar still on it now. Sends it forward now. They do get a strike. And no problem by Zavala. Zavala getting a lot of air on the ball that time. Over to Dees. Dees heads it forward now. But Hunter won't be able to get to it. Patrick Henry along the right flank. Foothillers over to York. Keeps it on the outside. Whizzes forward, but drafting back to it is Maddie Neighbors, the sophomore. Down to Central, they have a little problem with it now. They give it away. Mayan on the near side. Carly Starkey and tapping it off of the green and white. The throw in now. Monserrat Herrera. Intercepted into space. Nicely done that time by Lawson. Lawson has been dangerous in this match. Simlo toward the central, but stolen away by the Foothillers. They still have it. Here's Hernandez now. Galena now looking for a teammate. Finds one on the near side to Starkey. Trying to keep it in and hustled hard that time. From the back was Herrera. Herrera tracking that down, but instead it's over to Chance York. Drives it forward, and now Hunter has a chance to work with it. Gave it away. But Galena Hernandez slid in to try to keep it going, but Chance York keeps us from going forward. Nice play, York. From her teammate, high on the near side. Starkey tries to keep it in. She does. But now here's the dangerous Lawson now. Gets around one player now. Lawson trying to keep it in. Lawson cuts it inside now. In the box. Her pass intercepted though. Intercepted by Dees. Danielle Dees, it's taken away. Hernandez, nicely done. Into space, keeping it going forward. Starkey. Hunter trying to track it down. Couldn't get that second ball up forward. Now, May. Had things going on the wide side there, on the far side of the field. Their right flank. High on, down to central, the speeding Hunter now, and just can't get to it. As the keeper getting to it first. One 0 substitution. Grossmont. Chance York gets a breather. Grace Huntsman is into the match now. And also, Mylin Masso is into the match. Claire Handler is back into the match for Patrick Henry. Maybe just a few minutes left to go in the first half. In a 1-0 affair, the home team, Grossmont Foothillers, leading in this JV match. Caden Simlo. Intercepted by Hernandez, but it went right back to the green and white. Claire Handler. And looking on the outside there for streaking Gianna May, but couldn't get to it. The throw in sent forward, but it was off of Daniel D's cleat. And the throw in now for Patrick Henry. Trying to get an equalizer with time running out here in the first half. Hunter can't get to it. And 3 in the deep, back now. And she nearly stole it away. Down the right flank. Sent out of play by Patrick Henry. The throw in. Simlo. And it was off of the Foothillers. Patrick Henry, the throw in, just about beyond midfield. Deflection off the Patrick Henry player in the space. I believe that went off of Pineda. So the throw in. Substitution will occur as Josie Wolfing will come in back into the match. In the central. Winning it is the Foothillers. Monserrat Herrera. Wolfing back to Herrera. Down to central. A go ball for Hunter. As they'll keep pressure on the near side as Wolfing trying to get to it, could not. Filson tapping it out of play. Payan, and that ball will go out of play on the near side. Out of their own defensive half, Patrick Henry, Patriots. Won by the Foothillers. Nicely done by Moreno. Off a deflection. And it's going to be a free kick, the foul against Patrick Henry. Moreno will take the free kick.
Thank you.
Kaya, right at midfield. That is the end of the first half of action. Grossmont getting the lone goal by Olivia Hunter of this match and leading 1-0 at halftime. Stick with us. We'll be right back for the second half of this junior varsity game here at Jack Mashin Stadium, the campus of Grossmont High School. Caroming over to the penalty area and a shot, and Zavala is able to make the save. In this one. And here she is now. Hunter now touches it and goes off the keeper to goal! Go, 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 go. Getting there to it was Masso. And they get a shot, and Zavala saves it. Near side. Off of a bounce. Trying to get another strike. That's Hunter. Takes a shot. And Kay sends it just off the far post. Time to shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. We're underway. Monserel. Cross midfield. Wolfing. Hunter, the speed, and it goes out of play. Throwing now. Incorrect throw in. It'll be a throw in now. An advantage attacking third for the Foothillers. Trying to add another one. Give them more of a comfortable lead. Into space, intercepted by Patrick Henry. And he sent it out of play. They were looking upfield that time, trying to get it to Claire Handler. Into central. Mylan Masso. Just missed her teammate Danielle Dees. Every time it goes out, it's still an advantage for the white and blue. Off of the corkscrew. Galina Hernandez sends it over to Hunter. Hunter gets a strike on it. York. Hernandez. Wolfing runs onto it. Sends it in the space, but is intercepted. Herrera will throw it in. Mansorel trying to strike it there was Payan. Couldn't get it. They're able to win it now. And Hunter trying to get to it. Olivia just missed it. And that ball is sent upfield now. Savannah Baird will have to chase it down. Savannah gets back there. Nicely done in the back. It was touched out by Patrick Henry. Or maybe it wasn't. It's touched down by the Foothillers. The throw in now. Monzarel in the corner. And it is past the byline. But now the Foothillers will get the possession. Zavala. Mia. Down to Central. Off of a bounce. Intercepted by Patrick Henry. Espineda. Tried to give it to her teammate, but it was intercepted. Nicely done by Hernandez. Struck out by the Foothillers. Rachel Timmons, the throw-in, but it's intercepted by Masso into space. Sent forward by Dees. In is Central. Trying to get it there was Payan. But still, they have possession. Patrick Henry now along their left wing now. They got a runner there to Central. She shot it too high. Good run along that left flank. Not able to get the right strike that time. Malia Ferreira needed to bring it down. Zavala. The miss. Wolfing sent it out of play. Lawson, who has been very instrumental in their attack. And now the Foothillers will have it. As you saw Lawson on the near side in the first half. You see her on the far side over there in the second half. Number 25 for Patrick Henry. Zavala. Patriots are still down by a goal, 1-0. Zavala. And it goes out of play. Masso will chase it down and throw it in. And chasing it down in a hurry will change as this second half goes on for Grossmont, as long as they can continue to hold the lead. Hernandez, nice heel pass, had the right idea. Just couldn't get it that time to her teammate, Toyela Bayan. And striking it out of play there is Moreno. .47th minute of the match. The time on your video screen will be a little bit off. Of course, the correct time is held by the two men in yellow and black out on the pitch. Intercepted that time by Meg Holmes. Holmes gets a return pass. Sends it in some space, but it's intercepted by Masso now. Looking for Hunter. Olivia almost got the strike that time. But Dees will track it down. Masso couldn't find Hunter, trying to retreat back. A miss. And now Baird trying to get over there. Handler from the left flank, still on the soccer ball. In the central. Ball kind of checks back up field. Patrick Henry able to run onto it. Player there in the space, and now in the central now. Here's another chance, and a serve by Zavala. Malia Ferreira says, I got it this time again down at central, and this time I'll have a better shot. And Zavala said, I'm up to the task. Made the save. For the Patriots, that's their first shot in the second half. And it happened to be on target. In the short box, but they can't get a second ball. Up to central from long distance, no problem. Zavala has 4 saves in the match. 1 here in the second half. Off of Daniel D's cleat, out of play. Patrick Henry, they'll get it going. In play with Rachel Timmons. Throws it in some space. Masso couldn't control it there. And now it will go off of Claire Saavedra. And it's going to be a goal kick. 49th minute of the match. Josie Wolfing. Intercepted as Malia Ferreira has that ball again. Her pass in the central. Pineda working it back upfield. Over to Meg Holmes. Her pass intercepted by Masso. Down to central. Touched by Dees. Over to Hernandez. But it's intercepted. Holmes down the central now. Early ball and coming off her line nicely for the save. Zavala. Zavala driving that ball. Down the right flank. Try to get it up to midfield. It didn't arrive there. So the Patriots will throw it in. And they get an errant strike. Couldn't connect there in the space. Grossmont. Intercepted. Nicely done that time by Jasmine Lawson. To send a ball towards the central. No problem. As Kaya Marino sends it upfield. Wolfing tries to track it down. Josie now. And it's going to be a foul. First free kick for the Patriots here in the second half. First foul in the second half for the Foothillers. Intercepted nicely by Galena Hernandez up to central. Hunter tried to get to it. They get the second ball in, but Hernandez able to get to it and send it to upfield, and Dees won't be able to get to it. Rachel Timmons couldn't get it to her teammate as it's intercepted. Nicely done by Hernandez. Hernandez now still on the soccer ball to Hunter. Just strikes it out the wide. Nicely done. Over to Payan. But tracking it down that time is Maddie Neighbors. Neighbors showing her speed. But here's Hernandez. They get it back with Payan. Hernandez. That pass was intercepted. Up to Central now. Claire Handler, but intercepted. Nicely done by the Foothillers. And Herrera could not get it to her teammate. Now, here's Lawson. Jasmine Lawson on the wide side. Cuts it back. Intercepted. York, and it goes past the near post and out of play. Substitutions are going to occur for both teams. Josie Wolfing comes out of the match. Hannah Kay is into the match for Grossmont. And a bevy of substitutions happen for Patrick Henry. We'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball. In this 1-0 affair, Grossmont leading here at home. Trying to ride it in for a victory. The JV team, who has had a hard time getting victories. They've got a couple of them this season. Trying to get more. Kind of sort of record like the varsity team of Patrick Henry, who did not lose today, ended up with a tie. Long distance, but Zavala says, I got it. But a good, strong shot by the Patriots. And their chance to try and put one into the back of the net. Olivia Hunter, the speed. Near side, touched out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in now for Patrick Henry. Hernandez nearly took that one a little further. And now Chance York has it and drops it back. Kaya Moreno looking for Dees. Dees is shielded off from the soccer ball. But it comes over to Dees. Into Central. To Hunter, and she just had an errant touch that time. She might have been in all alone that time. She has that speed. Tracking it down, Monterrell, but she sent it out of play. Coach Trask hustling over there to get to the soccer ball. Try to keep as much time as possible for his team who's down by a goal. In the penalty area, driven out by the Foothillers. Touched by Payan upfield, but couldn't continue on. Chance York. Sent out by Baird. In the attacking third for Patrick Henry. Throw in from the far side touchline. Patrick Henry with the throw in. Intercepted by the Foothillers. But they get another strike and they put it in the back of the net. The intercept at Ferreira. Put it into the back of the net. And it is 1-1. And now, just like the varsity game, we have a 1-1 game here in the second half. It ended at 1-1. Will this one end at 1-1? Hernandez And a K on the wide side. K for the Foothillers. Still plenty of time in this match for both teams. But the Patrick Henry Patriots are energized by getting an equalizer here in the second half after falling behind in the first half and at halftime by 1. They got the throw in from in front of their fans on the far side of the field. Staying with it is Baird. Mayan. It went by. That was Moreno, and it went by Payan in the central. Holmes down the central. She was looking for her teammate, Simlo, and she couldn't get it. There'll be a throw in from the far side touchline. Patrick Henry. They have the throw in. Off of a bounce in the penalty area, intercepted by the Foothillers. Hunter. The giveaway just outside the area by the Foothillers. And it's going to be a free kick. Chance York protecting into space. Chance York's pass is intercepted. But she comes back into space and drives it down to central. Hannah Kay giving it away there. Down to central. Baird chips it forward. Danielle Dees. Salazar dropping it back. DeMeg Holmes. Holmes towards the outside, but couldn't get it to Veronica Smith. The throw in for the Foothillers out of their own defensive third. Playing a lot here in the second half in their own defensive third. And in their own defensive half. Driven upfield, nicely done by Kaya Moreno. But the throw in, Patrick Henry. Going after at that time was a handler. She couldn't get to it. And now the Foothillers have possession. Hernandez nicely stopping the soccer ball and getting it to Dees. Dees sending an early ball, and here's Hunter now. Hunter will put pressure on the center defender, and it results in Hernandez having it. Gets it over to Hunter. Hunter just couldn't get the next strike onto the soccer ball. Moreno driving it forward. York stops it nicely. Looking to get it to Dees. Dees now being shielded away from it by two players. Down to central. Veronica Smith trying to track it down. Monsorel gets there first. Herrera. And it goes off of Malia Ferreira, and a throw in now. The Foothillers. Galena Hernandez is going to come out, and Olivia Brennan is into the match. '62nd minute of the match. You only go 80. And a 1-1 tie. Hopefully you're enjoying this match. here in La Mesa at Grossmont High School. Off of a bounce, couple of bounces, and the save is made by Zavala. In the central, Brandon doesn't get to it, but instead, that's Payan. Herrera sending an early ball. Hannah Kay continuing with it and forces the left side defender to drive it out of play for Patrick Henry now, and it'll be a throw-in. Payan. Brannon trying to get to it. In the central. Payan able to get the touch. Upfield to Chance York, setting it all up. Looking for the early ball, and Hunter not able to get to it. The near side. That's Danielle Dees. Dees, nicely done, keeps it in now. Danielle Dees still on a soccer ball, sends it to Brandon. It goes off her knee there, and then now Chance York is able to touch it. Midfield. Winning it was Salazar. Patrick Henry getting it to Handler. Down to central. They try to go inside, but here's Zavala coming off her line to make the save. That was the 5th on-target shot. Patriots in the second half. Obviously the 5th save for Zavala. Here they come again, the Patriots. May now tries to cut it inside and just could not retrieve it. And nicely done, though, to get over there and make sure she didn't get another ball in there. And that was Masso. But they're going to get a corner kick out of it. This will be their 3rd of the match. Malia Ferreira, the dangerous one who scored the only goal for him. Ferreira, her pass. There was a touch by a Patriot player, but winning it are the Foothillers. And out of their defensive third, they sent it upfield, but it was already out of play. So the Patrick Henry will throw it in. "26 minutes have elapsed here in the second half. And a 1-1 tie. Down to central for Patrick Henry as they want to continue to attack now. And this is Handler. Handler takes a shot, and Zavala makes a save. No, it went into the back of the net. The shot was hard enough by Handler, and they have the 2-1 lead. So 1 goal in the second half, or 2 goals in the second half for the Patriots, and they have the lead now 2-1. Can the Foothillers answer to try to tie it up? They got plenty of time. However, urgency will kick in soon.
Let's go, Grossmont. Hard to the ball. Let's go.
In the central. Trying to get it to Lawson. No, they don't. But they'll take a shot, and up high and a save. Out of the 9 shots, they got 7 on target here in the second half. Patrick Henry, and that's why they have the lead. As they have way more than they did in the first half. Hernandez missed on it. Getting to it is Moreno. In the central now. Winning it is Meg Holmes. Holmes to the dangerous Lawson now. Jasmine Lawson now in the area, and nicely done by Baird. Goal kick. In the central. Salazar. Up forward. Payan. Huntsman. Nice pass. Payan. Out of their own defensive third. Here comes the Patriots, but Chance York is there. Sends it forward. Hunter trying to track it down. Good passing to work upfield. Ferreira. Handler. Moreno, nice play, tracking back. Hernandez. Payan. Dees. Hunter. We'll go after it. Hunter now, and nearly got to it that time. As a defender, you don't realize how fast she is. And then there she is at your doorstep, trying to take it away. York on the intercept into space. And ball sent forward by Starkey. Retreating back is Timmons. Down their left flank. Here's Lawson. Been dangerous this match. Cuts it inside. Lawson now continuing to go forward, but taken away by Hernandez. Galena Hernandez now to the near side. Just couldn't get it wide enough. Starkey losing her balance. Patrick Henry, they have the possession. Sending it forward, but intercepted by Kaya Moreno. Checking back. Dees. Just by Chance York that time. In the central. Savannah Baird trying to get to it, and it's going to work as a foul. Here's the third free kick from Patrick Henry. They go with one to keep possession there. And it's taken away. Nicely done by Chance York intercepting it. And down to central, Hernandez. Trying to get him to retreat back. Because they only have a few players in their half of the field. It'll be a throw-in now. Patrick Henry. Starkey gets it over to Dees. 50-50 ball. Who's it out on? And it's going to be a throw-in for the Foothillers. Kaya Moreno will throw it in, but substitution will occur. As Josie Wolfing comes in now. Chance York. And also, Mylin Masso is in. 17. 11 is Wolfing. 13. May comes out for the Patriots, leading 2-1. They scored the 2 goals here in the second half. Veronica Smith into the match. Number 8 for the green and white. As they go up the field. Down to central. And it went off of Kaya Moreno. And it'll go off her again, and they'll have a throw-in. Unofficially, about 7 minutes and change left to play in the match. Official time being kept on the field. It's an estimate by us at GK Sports. Caden Simlow throws it in. Allison Dermody is into the match. Here's Smith. Her pass. Intercepted. Hernandez now sends it forward. Finds Starkey. Upfield. Hunter waiting for a miscue. That didn't happen. Ferreira, the dangerous one. Up forward to Handler. Smith. Smith again, and the area to the near side, and this one will go behind frame. Shot by Izari Salazar. 2-1. Foothillers trying to get an equalizer and get a tie like the earlier match of the varsity. They're in urgency time now. The 74th minute of the match. Get 2 fresh players in. Hannah Kay is back into the match. Olivia Brannon is into the match. 14. Kay is number 2. I see stopping that soccer ball is Payan, but a giveaway. Hernandez staying after it and getting it over to Kay, and then Kay give and go. The Brannon and trying to go after it along the left flank here and will not get to it. Get about 5 minutes left to go in the match. Coach Trask getting a couple players in for the Patriots. Veronica Smith trapping the soccer ball. Jennifer Pineda was one of the subs for the Patriots. Down to central. Hunter over to Brannon, and Brannon will just send it out of play. Only 2 shots in the second half. Total of 8 in the game for Grossmont. That has been a tale of what has happened here in the second half, as they've been outshot 9-2. Wolfing sends it forward. Connecting well again are the Patriots. Here's Veronica Smith now. Smith now still on a soccer ball. Smith all the way in deep, and it's into the back of the net. Three to 1 to score now. Just a couple minutes left to go in the match. Herculean effort now for the Foothillers. Down by 2. Doesn't mean it can't be done, but at this level is very, very difficult. And with this little time in the same scenario. Wolfing. York. Basically got to play in their defensive half the rest of the way here to have that chance. And a save was made just at the last moment, and that would have been one of them. Not able to beat him that time. With a good shot, though, and a good rush up the field were the Foothillers. But they'll get a corner kick out of it. Only the second shot on target here in the second half. It goes by Chance York, and it goes out of play past the byline. They needed another chance. A second ball of sorts. Get into the back of the net. To entertain the hope of an equalizer. Wasn't able to get it. But an intercept will do right here. Can't allow it to go upfield. The header. Forward. And a strike, and it goes out of play. And no hurry for the keeper, Patrick Henry. A minute and some change left to go in the match. Off of a bounce. They're not able to win it. Lawson. 50-50 ball. They got support. Back to Lawson now on the near side. Sends it forward now, and Zavala is able to come off her line and make the save. Tapped back. Moreno, but intercepted. And it goes out of play. Patrick Henry has done the work in the second half, and that's why it's going to go in the win column for him. Free kick. Again, before league play, the Foothillers learning more and more about what they need to do in these close games to make it very interesting in the league play. And that's it. The final score is the Patriots scored 3 in the second half of the match to win it 3-1. Give you the stats of the match. Grossmont, they had a total of 9 shots in the match. 1 goal by Olivia Hunter. Total of 5 were on target. Had 4 free kicks in the match. 2 corner kicks. 3 fouls. And it was a total of 10 saves as Zavala. Patriots, as they get 3 goals in the second half. 17 shots, 11 of them in the second half, and that created the scenario. 12 were on target. 5 free kicks. 3 corner kicks. 1 foul. And a total of 5 saves. 3-0, or 3-1, the final score. And we hope you enjoyed this match from Jack Mashin Stadium here at Grossmont in La Mesa. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. Check out all our videos. There's a lot of them on the website. GK Sports, all in capital letters. You can go to Google and search it that way, and you'll go right to the YouTube site. You'll also be able to see the varsity game that was streamed earlier today or at any time in the past. And we hope that you will check in with us the next time. For George Langevin, controlling it from the stadium view, I'm Greg GK Porter. Saying take care of yourself. God bless. Best things for you here in 2018. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now from La Mesa, Grossmont High School. In this one. And here she is now. Hunter now touches it and goes off the keeper to goal. Go, 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 go. Getting there to it was Masso. And they get a shot and Zavala saves it. Near side. Off of a bounce. Trying to get another strike. That's Hunter. Takes a shot. And Kay sends it just off the soccer ball. In the central. Ball kind of checks back up field. Patrick Henry able to run onto it. Player there in the space, and now in the central now. Here's another chance, and a save by Zavala. And to Handler, down to central. They try to go inside, but here's Zavala coming off her line to make the save. Patrick Henry, as they want to continue to attack now. And this is Handler. Handler takes a shot, and Zavala makes a save. No, it went into the back of the net. They have that chance. And a save was made just at the last moment, and that would have been one of them. Fort back to Lawson now on the near side. Sends it forward now, and Zavala is able to come off her line and make the save. Smith now still on a soccer ball. Smith all the way in deep, and it's into the back of the net.